How to Run a Marathon by Pete. As a veteran of one marathon, naturally I think I know exactly how to do it. And these are the tips I'm going to share with you today. Now, I've read lots of running books, I've read lots of forums, and the one thing that we can all agree on is that to run a marathon you need a really, really good running shoe. And one day soon I hope to have two. It takes dedication to run a marathon, so you have to be prepared to get up early in the morning. It's very, very important to stay adequately hydrated. And it can be just as risky to have too much water. It takes an awful lot of training to run a marathon, so you have to build strength, not just by running. If you're one of the unlucky runners, you'll find that running disturbs your stomach a little bit, and you might feel an overwhelming urge while running to go to the loo. Now, if that happens, I recommend you take some toilet paper with you, because it's very embarrassing to get caught short. Blisters are a frequent problem. Now, I would recommend against popping them, and instead use some kind of awesome blister plaster such as this. And these basically are just almost like second skins. You put them on and they last a good couple of days. They'll survive at least one go in the shower, and it's much better than ripping the skin off. That's just no good for your foot at all. Nutrition is very important when training for a marathon. You have to eat a lot more than you do normally, and we generally recommend this is in the form of carbohydrates. And for most people that means pasta. 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 When you're actually on the run, we recommend something more like this, which is a energy gel. Now, these come in a variety of flavours, all of them vile. This one in particular is raspberry, which sort of tastes like a really horrible, cheap, weird jam. And when you have it, it'll sort of make you do this. They're absolutely disgusting, and you know, you just sort of have to eat them, because if you don't, you will collapse and die. Vaseline is your friend. Every runner knows just how bad chafing can be, especially for men on the nipples. Very, very painful. It feels like somebody has taken some sandpaper and rubbed it generously all over your chest. And also, chaps, chafing does also occur on other bits of the body that stick out. So before a run, you just might feel it necessary to, you know, give yourself a good covering. Oh, that's nice. If you're running for a charity, you may find that raising the required sponsorship target is harder than the run itself. You either need to know lots and lots and lots of moderately generous people, or just a few unbelievably rich, unbelievably generous people. And when I ran the marathon, I only knew a few moderately generous people, and it kind of got to the point where I really did have to strong arm a few people into giving me a couple of quid. What do you mean you're not going to sponsor me? I've just run 26 miles. Are you trying to tell me I've run a whole marathon, you're not even going to give me 2 measly fucking quid? Oh, you can just fuck off then. Don't ever call me again. Parents. So if you are thinking about going for a gold bomb place, have a think beforehand about how you're going to get hold of the money, because it really isn't as easy as you might think. And the final thing you need to run a marathon, the most important thing, the thing that's going to keep you going in those hard late teen miles, is of course a montage. A montage. Haven't done any training yet. I guess you'll just have to stay tuned. During training you do of course have to eat, more than you normally would,